Hi there, Paula DeFougerol here. I'm a medieval historian and author. I specialize in the languages, literatures, and history of the people of Britain and Ireland and Scotland in the so-called Dark Ages, in the early medieval period, which is about 400 to 800 AD. I'm here to tell you about my historical fiction series, The Chronicles of Iona, which tells the untold true story of the two men who in the 6th century founded the monastery of Iona and the nation kingdom of Scotland. One was a Scottish warlord, Aidan McGabran, and the other was an exiled Irish abbot, Columba or Columbkilla. So it's essentially a dual biography, but because the primary sources are so few and far between, it is by default, but also by design, because that makes it fun, a work of fiction. I like to think of it as like the stories of King Arthur, but true. So here I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the third book in my series, which, like the first two books, Exile and Prophet, ranges across the whole of early medieval Britain and Scotland and Ireland, although this one takes place primarily in the north of Ireland. So it's 574, and Columba is at last abbot of his own monastery on Iona, and Aidan, at great personal cost, has become king of the Scots of Dalriada, which you'd think cause for celebration, right? No, very few people are happy about this. Their powerful and creative partnership is causing established hierarchies to topple, like all around them. And in Dalriada, in both halves of Dalriada, both the half in Scotland and the half in Ireland, blood feuds and bitter factions are abounding. And from Ireland, an old enemy comes calling, a man by the name of Peyton McCarroll, who is Aidan's ultimate overlord in Irish Dalriada. And Peyton is coming to demand fealty from the Scots at a price that Aidan is unwilling to pay. So in order to circumvent this, in order to shove off the shackles of enslavement once and for all, Aidan and Columba band up together and decide to go back to Ireland, a place to which Columba cannot return upon penalty of death. You can read Island Pilgrim to find out what happens and whether or not they succeed. And if you want to know more about the period in general, you can check out the websites below.